Have you or anyone you know ever said something like this? I'm tired of being stuck in this dead-end job. I'm tired of never having enough money. I'm tired of trying to work on this relationship. It's not going anywhere. I'm tired of everybody else passing me over for those promotions. I'm tired of not being the center of attention. I'm tired of being ignored. I'm tired of not having what I want out of my life. Have you ever heard anyone say that? Are you guilty of saying something like that? Maybe not out loud, but to yourself? You know, that's the story that you tell yourself. What does that mean, your story? You know, when I was growing up, my parents used to tell me that I was nothing, that I would always be nothing, and that I should never think about moving any farther than I was, because where we come from, we're not going to get anywhere. It didn't take me very long to realize, okay, I'm nothing. We're nothing, we come from nothing, so don't expect anything. But you know what? When I grew up and I had children of my own, nothing didn't seem so good anymore. It didn't seem so easy to accept because I wanted more for my kids. I wanted more for my children. That's when I started to understand that I had to change my story. My story was, I wasn't good enough. I'll never amount to anything. That was my story. And when you are told something over and over and over, it becomes a limiting belief in your mind. Is it any wonder then when you grow up and you feel like you can't accomplish something and you don't know where does that feeling come from? It comes from limiting beliefs that have been put in your subconscious over and over and over from the time you were very, very small. So how do you overcome those challenges? How do you overcome those limiting beliefs? You have the power inside you to change your story. One day my mother said to me, Nancy, I cannot believe the difference you are making in your world. Speaking to women's groups, life coaching, you're making so much change in the lives of other people. I never knew you were so brilliant. I never knew you were so talented. When you were a little girl, you used to come to me with these ideas that used to scare me because I thought girls should just be quiet. And the more quiet you were, you could be safe. I thought I would keep you safe by keeping you quiet. And when you didn't want to be quiet and you wanted to keep saying these things that were coming up in your head, I tried to knock it out of you. And when knocking it out of you didn't work, I just ignored you. And now I see that these dreams that you had were for a purpose. I'm so glad you didn't listen to me. I'm so glad that you kept going. And you know what I realized? That story that I told myself over and over and over, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't going to amount to anything, that wasn't my story at all. That was my mother's story. And now, because I've changed my story, my mother has gone on to change her story. What would happen in your life if you could change your story? If you could make that financial income that you're looking for? If you could get out of that relationship, get into that relationship, have a better relationship with your children, get that promotion that you want, have that job you want, have that business you want, what would that look like to you? When you say to yourself, I really want that, but what comes after the but? This is about changing your story. If you're ready to start making more money than you ever dreamed possible, to have whatever it is in your life that you've been dreaming of that's so far eluded you, if you're ready to change your story and create that abundance, I encourage you to click on the link down here and go check out the 6-week Change Your Story workshop, because it is possible. I'm living proof of that. If I can do it, you can do it. So if you're ready to change your story, click on the link and take a look. And if you're not ready to change your story, maybe you just want to keep this video and listen to it, watch it every once in a while. Maybe it'll give you the encouragement to finally say, I'm ready. I'm ready to take that next step. So whatever your choice is, remember, life is all about choices. So get out there and party like purple. Make the most out of your life. Go grab whatever it is you want in life. And the next time someone says to you, you can't do that, you just look at them and say, watch me. This is Nancy Mueller saying ciao for now.